Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I've done a schoolroom tour before, but I wanted to do a quick overview of what our school space looks like here at the end of our first year of homeschooling, because it has changed a lot. I will probably insert here what it looked like when we very first started to homeschool, and seriously, it has changed quite a bit. And then I also did an updated homeschool room tour, and from that it has changed quite a bit. I think we finally have a setup that we like. Let's go ahead and take a look around. The room where we do school is our bonus room. It is the room above our garage. So you come up through our kitchen, and we have the treadmill here, which I use quite often, and it's really helpful to have it up here in this school space slash family room because the kids can be busy doing something and I can get a run in. Then we've got this area over here, and this is where I'm keeping a lot of the school stuff. So we've got our spelling, our spelling manipulative stuff here. And then I have their portfolios here, some lap books that they've done, some science, phonics cards, things like that. Here I've got some teacher manuals, handwriting books, as well as some math manipulatives, and like panagrams. No, it's a calculator. Yeah, panagrams here, and musical multiplication. I have got our science. I have these in binders, so I've already prepped these for the coming school year, so we've not done these yet. So these are the science units we're going to be doing next school year, so those are all prepped and ready. So over here, I haven't really done much yet. Fallen over. I've got the history one board game, as well as the history course book. Again, that's prepped for next year already. Then down here, I've just got some toys and stuff. We just store them, some blocks and some magnet tiles and such. And it's hot up here. It's hot up here. I would say that is the only bad thing about this room, is with it being above the garage. I mean, there's AC vents and heat vents up here, but it's really cold in the winter, and then it's warm in the summer, so it's a little warm. Printer. We do the HP ink program, so I've got some extra ink there. These are not organized, but this just has like pencils and I don't know, just school supply stuff like that there, hole punch. So that's this area here. We're trying to get rid of this big thing here. It's just kind of in the way. So that is that space there. When I turn around, you see the rest of the space. So we didn't really do anything with this. This is when we were testing out the Good and the Beautiful science and trying out a science wall, the word definition. So that's what that is there. Got a chalkboard. We don't really use it a whole lot for school. Sometimes for spelling. Really, it's just for them to play around on. Then here, my husband built this desk here. And it is, I think it's 12 feet. I think he made it 12 feet. So it is attached to the wall, and then also we're still in the process of securing it completely, but and then we were building this little bookshelf here. So we bought 3 of these whiteboards, and they didn't have a 4th one in this specific color, but they're just from Walmart, so we were like, all right, well, we'll just swing by another time after they've restocked. I kid you not, every single time we went, they have had all the colors except this specific color. So we're still waiting to find a 4th one to put here. But this usually is where we use the computer if we're doing computer work. And then we just have trays so that they could put their math. But I don't know what we'll use that for next year. Wesley, my incoming 1st grader, usually sits here. I can't remember where I got this idea from, but I love it. I've used it most of the school year, where I just have a picture. I just have a picture of their various subjects, and I laminated them with a magnet inside, and this helps them to know what they still need to work on. Just a paper roll. Down here in this little basket, honestly, we don't use it as much as we should. It basically just has some like busy work type stuff in it. It's got a creative writing journal for each of them in it. It's got their, it's got their Bible journals in it. And just some like stuff that they can grab if I need them to work on something. This is where I usually sit if I'm sitting down while they're doing schoolwork, because it's nice to have me in between the two of them. And this is where my daughter Nora sits. Okay, so that is the workspace. It is not usually that clean. I definitely cleaned it up before I filmed this video, but ideally this is what it will look like. We also want to get a really long shelf up here that matches this, but that'll happen eventually. Just a whiteboard, word wall. This is where I put their spelling words, nothing super fancy. They've got their bean bags here that they can sit there if I'm explaining something. And then over here, so here are the tubs, the infamous bins. This just has like their individual subjects in it. So language arts, it has their Bible study curriculum stuff, their workbooks in there, whiteboards, and then my 2-year-old has a bin just so that he eventually will have one. These are really nice because we can pack all their schoolwork in them when we travel, and they can just pick those up and take them. This doesn't really have a whole lot to do with school. We've got brain flakes here, which they do use often. We love those, but mostly just some decorations, a failed attempt at a homeschool reward system that I didn't ever do. And then that brings you back around to here. Oh, so last thing is I do have this table here that my husband and I made. We didn't do anything fancy because, as you can tell, we knew it was going to get very dirty with glue and marks. The actual intended purpose for this table was to get dirty. I don't want them to get the nice workspace all marked up and dirty more than it just naturally will. And so this table is where they do crafts and just projects or anything messy, Play-Doh, or if they need to sit down and we're all gonna work on something together, like we would probably do our science here. And then under here, I actually have 3. Not really sure where the third one is, but under there I've got these little crates that I made at the beginning of the school year. They're just those plastic crates, and I took wood and attached a little topper to it. They just have some notebooks and stuff like that in there. I didn't really utilize that space very well, but they work really well for seats, so maybe I'll work a little bit better on that. But let me know if there's anything specific that you'd like to see. Right now, it's very minimalist as far as, I don't know, just things go, because we're phasing everything out from last year and putting in all of our new stuff for this coming school year. So my next video is actually going to be a travel tips video. We are traveling down to Florida soon, which is a 12-hour drive. And today I went and picked up a bunch of stuff to keep them occupied in the car. So I'm gonna show you the little kits that I put together for them for the drive. So if you wanna see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that'll be my next video. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.